I received my package from Dracolour today from Etsy. Really lovely packaging. I really enjoyed this opening this up, and it was lots of fun. It's come really beautifully packaged. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this because this looks like sexy neckties. I thought that was great. And they come this lovely little tea bag, which I really liked. And she's been really lovely. She sent me 2 free sample dots. Now, I've got sample dots sheets from other well-known companies, and they are nowhere near as big as that. Taking into consideration, I think this was some kind of tester size that I ordered, Royal Gold. Not that much bigger, so she's really been quite generous with her testing dots. And the pans come in these little beautifully wrapped, and this one's like, oh, it's gorgeous, like a coffin shape, and that one's called Hypnotic. This one, sorry, is called Royal Gold. I like the sound of Royal Gold. And this one is called Caramel. This one I ordered because what I'm trying to do is find a replacement for this one here, which is Schmink Horadam Gold. Get that to focus. Anyway, it doesn't matter, it's not like that. I'm looking for a replacement for that because I'm using them in a new type of landscape paintings that I'm doing. These I had a lovely little surprise on the back. They're magnetic, so they stick to your pan. They're not going to run away, which I thought was really quite thoughtful. So you can just, they're not coming off. I thought, oh my goodness me, she thought of everything. So I'm just going to quickly swab them on some white paper and then some black as well, just to see. I've not tried them yet, so I'm really excited to give them a go. Now she says to give them a spray and then leave them, so I'm going to do that and then I'll come back. So I'll just wet them down and I'm just going to give them a go. So the Royal Gold, absolutely gorgeous. I think I want this to be my favourite. I really do. Ooh, that's so nice. She mentions on the instructions that you might have to do a few glazes to get a nice thick coverage, but that's not what I'm going to use. It's not how I'm going to use them. I don't want them to give, I'm not worried about that. That's not, I'll show you how I'm going to use them later. The caramel, these are really, really, like, I don't know what she uses in her binder, but this is really lovely. It feels like honey. Really good. Whoa, that's nice. It's got like a, almost like a silver undertone. In fact, I don't know if you know, like those gold pens that you shake. It's like that. It's coming off like that. Really nice. Like actual, it reminds me of liquid gold. That's what it reminds me of. And I use that quite a bit in other projects, not in my artwork or watercolour work, but in other projects. I like that. That's covered really quite well as well. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but up here that's covered really wonderfully. So Hypnotic, this looks a bit more quite out there, like it's got glitter in it or something. I think that's how it feels. I think it has. I think it's probably got more, can you see, like it's got lots of mica in it? It would appear more sort of mica-y. Yeah, lots of glitter. I can see it floating around in the water, this one. So I already know what I'm going to use this one for. It's not what I was going to intend it for, but I know what I'm going to use this for. Ha ha ha, look how that moves in the water. I don't know if you can catch that. So it's quite transparent. And it's just kind of, it moves around on the paper. That's going to be really gorgeous, mixed with something else for the way that I want to use it. You can see that moving. Let's put a little drop of water in there. See it moving around. What happens? We wet them. So three very different golds actually. I'm really pleased with that, because I thought, oh, I might get stuck with some golds that I might not use, but I can already imagine different ways that I might use them. And so they will come in real handy. So we're going to try this tester one out that she sent me. This, wow. Oh, I don't know if you can. So this is, again, this is like the Hypnotic, but it's like red. And it just moves around. Wow. That's mesmerising, actually. I really like that. I wonder what the undertone will come out like. I'll be interested to see that when it's dry, because it looks almost like purpley underneath there, which is interesting. Oh, just realised you can't see. Let's move that. So let's try this last one. This is called Sin. Again, this is like glittery. Interesting. Like, can you imagine, like, my thoughts immediately for this one are using them as a glaze for the moon or on water, because you can get like, you could probably get like quite a really beautiful effect. Like, see, like for the schmink, I used this just recently on a painting that I did, and because I did like a really thin glaze with another professional pigment, it came out, and it came out looking like a wintry sky, like it was just like a beautiful glisten. I'm just going to show you what my schmink looks like so that you can compare, because not many companies do professional grade metallic paints. Like schmink is, I think, is the only one. You've got Winsor and Newton, but they are just in their Cotman range, and there's another company that probably does, but I don't like their way they do their paints. So yeah, that's the usual gold that I use. So these are all very good, really similar. I'm really excited to see how these are going to mix. Yeah, wonderful. I'm going to try them on some black paper as well, just to see what their coverage is. So we'll set that up. So let's just have a look at these on black paper. This is my schmink gold, Let's see what these look like. So this is a royal gold. That's lovely. I'll come back to these in a minute and I'll do another coat so you can see the coverage on a couple of glazes. This is going to be the caramel. I'm shocked how different the caramel looks on black paper. That really looks quite different and pleases me more actually, because I can see how the pigment is moving, whereas on the white paper I couldn't quite see, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work for what I wanted it to, but I can see now that yeah, that will work lovely as a glaze with some other colour. This is a hypnotic. Ooh, wow, did you see just how well that wet? That's literally dug my brush into it. Okay, look at that. That's really lovely, and like it's a really orangey gold, which I quite like. Like autumn leaves, that's what it reminds me of. And then we'll try the wrath on the black paper. That's lovely. My camera probably can't pick it up, but it just all moves around in the water, and it's quite, they are hypnotic. They all are a bit hypnotic, because I mean my water right now is filled with glitter. It's just gorgeous. Do it up here actually, you'll see. Wow, you see it moving around like that. That's gorgeous. That's sin. That's going to be lovely for some moon. That's going to be lovely for some moon. Look at my water. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So far I'm really pleased with them. I quite like the coverage, even just with one. Yeah, so let's give it a try with the second glaze once this is dry. So it's quickly dried those. I want you to compare really my schmink, because this is a top quality professional grade watercolour. That's, you know, a company that's well made, well known, has a good name for itself. And so I just want to give a comparison really. So that's a second glaze of the schmink. So let's move back onto the Dracolour. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. I think it's Dracolour, like Dracula, isn't it? So, royal gold. That's if you wanted to use them like this. You know, if you're trying to get like a thick metallic coverage. Already the royal gold is better than my schmink, because actually when I went to put on the second glaze on my schmink, it moved, so it actually moved the first glaze around, and hasn't really covered very well. So this is the Caramel by Dracula. There we go. You know, that covers, that feels like caramel. I can understand why she's called it that. It's really thick and like honey. Really good coverage on that one. So that's caramel. Let's have a look at the Hypnotic. Careful with this one because it oozes. It's just gorgeous. Isn't lifting the first glaze, unlike the Schmink. I'm getting a good coverage again with this one. Very good. I like that. It's so highly pigmented. Good. I like that. Let's have a look at Wrath. I don't know if you'll see properly. Let's just move that a little bit. I love this one. It's just, which reminds me of like Dracula himself, and obviously Valentine's Day or something, because I've painted a heart instinctively. That's gorgeous. Look at the coverage on that. Like you could do it like a dragon or gorgeous lettering. Ah, beautiful. And again, that's really good coverage for a second glaze. So the Sin. Yeah, I mean that's really good coverage on there. It's quite surprising actually. That's what that looks like on the white paper, because sometimes silver can be quite difficult to show up in white. Oh, look at that. Yeah, second glaze for the Sin. That's real nice. It's quite like a smoky undertone. Quite like that. Let's just try the Wrath on the white paper as well. Can't get you in. Okay. Yeah, much better coverage. I did. And then let's try the Hypnotic again. See what coverage we can get. Yeah, that's real good. Again, it's moving a little bit on this watercolour paper that I've got, which is Langton Prestige. And so let's try caramel. On the white paper. So again, you're getting quite a lot more coverage. And the Royal Gold, which I think so far is probably my favourite. Annoyingly, because I did the smallest one. Yeah, that's probably going to be the one that I use for project that I'm doing. So there we go. So that's on black paper and the white paper. I think they're really good, really good quality. I just love the way that they arrived in the packaging. Really quite smart and neat, with a nice little sort of dark witchy vibe, which floats my boat a lot. And I'm going to come back probably in a minute and just show you what I'm going to do with these. Yeah, Just going to throw some colour out a piece of paper. Just a quick landscape. I want. Let's try interesting. This. So I'm just mixing up some colours. Let's throw that in there. Grey that out a bit. That looks. And so just I've mixed up some interesting blue and like just some mud in my pan. And then I want a bit of madder. Yeah, like this coolness that red madder brings into the sky. It's just a bit cobbled down the blue, down the bottom to finish off. A bit darker grey, so I'm going to a bit more pigment. So anything blue and what is that? Raw umber. Yeah, it's could be raw umber. Could be green. So we just put a bit of alizarin in there as well. So I just want it a bit darker just to creates clouds, moodiness. So I've just done like a basic sky, and the next glaze. So you dry it completely. You do your glaze, dry it completely, then completely wet it down again. I like to work wet in wet with the skies because I'm a scaredy cat. So, let's give that a second. And then I'll just start dumping some more colour in there. So I want it to be quite dramatic. So I'm going to start. Just going to mix up some more of that dark grey that I had just now. Interesting blue. I'm going to do raw sienna and a bit of permanent rose. God, it's very pink. That's very pink. It's a bit purpley. You've got to keep mixing until you get the grey that you want, basically. Want quite a keep adding in raw sienna. So that's kind of muted that a bit. And I'll start adding some of that in. Over here. You can hear noise, it's my neighbours. I don't have little kids anymore, so it's definitely a bit of rose madder. I'm just going to start dumping that in there. I love rose madder in the sky. Like, oh, excellent. Then I'm going to use the, which one was it? Royal Gold. This little one, Royal Gold. Mix it on my palette with the rose madder And then I'm going to start pulling it across. Woohoo, nice. And then a bit on its own. I'm really going to get that in there. What might actually be nice is like, people always say, don't put green in the sky. I quite like, what is it, oxide? Oxide of chromium. I like to be a bit naughty and stick some of that in there. Like up in the corners, make it look old, aged a bit. A bit more of that gold. Ooh, it's going to be awesome. The magic happens when it dries. I assure you. I just want it to dry just a little bit, so I'm just going to give it a second. Okay, so I've just dried that. You know, sometimes paintings make themselves. A little bit of Indrathine. And I'm just going to, almost like it wants to be water. It's not quite dry yet. Interesting. Soften that. I can tell what I'm just doing a thing like this. What's it going to be? Need my scrubby brush. Try and control this just a little bit. It's flying off, which is fine. I can probably fit some like something in distance if I wanted to. That would be really beautiful. And you know what I said about? Don't worry about these. This is just like a rough kind of thing. I'm not. Let's just put a bit of land or something in there. I've obviously got where it's like waved up. It's drying off in there. Lumps and bumps, which is annoying. It's still wet in there, where it's kind of pitted down. Oh no, you could put a lighthouse or something there. Just something there. I mentioned I was going to do something with that. Let's try that. Just put a little bit of that sin across the water. The main thing was wanting to show you the sky, really. So I'm going to quickly dry that, and then I'll untape it and show you what I meant. So just untape this, have a little look through. So this is what I'm going to be using the gold for, not so much, you know, like thick, mythical pieces, but just in my more traditional landscape pictures. So I'll try and find a way to show you. Don't know if I can get it on camera, really. Yeah, it's not showing up. Let me try a different angle. So like if you catch it, you get like this. Look at that. Oh, I love this. And also like up at this end, the gold just reacted a little bit with the chromium of oxide, and it made like this weird, I think you can see that, this weird marking on there. It looks like a really ancient layer of gold on top of like the picture. So I'm going to be, so that's the sky that I painted with that. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Really excited. Oh my lord. They're amazing. I love them. Oh, I'm really, really pleased with that. Really pleased with that outcome. And the fact that they just stay on, just thought of everything. So that's my review. Amazing. Really high pigmented, high quality, gorgeous, honey, smooth use. Just absolutely enjoyed that little play, so thank you very much, and I will be purchasing lots more from you very soon. Bye.